Hello everyone, so today I'm trying a new spot. I hope it's going to be quiet. There might be some people coming around, so I will probably just have to put the camera down because I'm way too shy to keep on talking when people are actually looking at me. So today what I wanted to talk about is my Japanese class. I've been taking a level 2 Japanese class since September, and it's basically a year 2 class, so most of the students that are doing this course right now, they did a year 1 before me, and I went straight to the level 2 because I had been doing Japanese a bit on my own at home, and I just felt like a level 2 would be fine. I mean, I knew it was going to be difficult and there was going to be things which I didn't know, or I would miss some of the basics, but I was still convinced I would be fine, so I just went with it. Also, I felt like actually having to attend a class and paying for it would be a nice way to motivate me to work even more, because I was doing Japanese kind of regularly, but not regularly enough. So I thought this class would give me an extra push to motivate me to do more Japanese. And also I paid for it. So usually, you know, when money is on the line, it's a great motivator. And yeah, so the class was sort of challenging, but not very challenging. I feel like I could easily keep up with everything. And to be honest, I feel like my main difficulty was the fact that I didn't have enough time to do the homework because of, you know, my other jobs, YouTube and other things. So I feel like I didn't make as much progress as I could have, but this is entirely my fault. It's not down to the course. The course in itself is very nice. I really like the teacher and I've learned lots. My understanding of Japanese grammar is much better. And what happened about 2 weeks ago that kind of demotivated me a little bit is that the teacher, she sent me an email to tell me that since I was struggling with this and that, then I should probably move down to the level 1 for the 8 remaining weeks of the course. And don't get me wrong, she didn't mean to be mean or anything, but the impact of that message on me was kind of negative because first of all, I was kind of like, well, I don't understand, I'm not that bad, you know, I'm enjoying the class, my reading skills in Japanese are actually quite good. I even sometimes help other students when they're confused, so I feel like I had a fairly good understanding of the content of the course. So then a few hours following this email, and even a day, I felt quite upset and I didn't really know why. I think it just hurt my feelings and I couldn't really understand why exactly. But after a day or two, it clicked. That teacher, without meaning to, she made me feel like I wasn't good enough. So I thought it would be a good idea to talk to you on camera about it because I want to explain how I overcame this and how I didn't let it get the best of me, really. So the first thing I did is to try to change my mindset. So I went from I'm not good enough to I'm not good enough yet, which is very different. And it's so important to have that in mind because this way you realize that the situation or the level you're at is only temporary. So once I managed to integrate that mindset of not good enough yet in my brain, I thought it was necessary for me to find strategies and ways to improve and get out of that not good enough yet zone, if you will. So in my case, to get out of that zone, I just needed to revise the te form, so verb conjugation, to learn more vocabulary, decide on how I would dedicate more time to studying so I could reach a better level. So all that kind of stuff. So if you're in that situation, it's important to remember that no matter what your level is, if you feel bad about it, then what you need to do is find ways of reaching a better level so you're not in that stage where you're bad. Another thing that motivated me, and that might be quite personal actually, and you might not be able to relate to it, is that I wanted to prove my teacher wrong. And I know it's kind of counterproductive because people might think, yeah, you should do this for you. But for me, that motivates me to think, oh, if I do this, these people will be impressed with my progress. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, if it works, then why not? So if you're in that situation, maybe having a person in mind that you want to show your progress to can be a good motivator. That's actually why in school some students are motivated because they want to please their teachers, or they want their teachers to recognize their progress. And I think I'm that kind of person. So if you're in that situation where someone or something, whatever it is, made you feel like you weren't good enough, just think of the fact that you're actually smart enough to actually start learning that language, and that most people in the world don't even have your level. So you're actually better than half of the world. How's that as a motivation tool? And also, if you feel like you're too slow in your progress, remember that most people in the world, they don't actually learn a language in 3 months. It might be possible for some people, but personally, I've never learned a language in 3 months, ever. That's never happened. Even my English, it took years and years of practice to reach this current level. And for Spanish, it took me 5 years of going to school and having a fairly good level and then traveling to the country. So it's not something that will happen overnight. And it's important that you don't feel like you're slower than other people, because even if you're actually slower than other people, it's fine. I'm slow too. So, you know, maybe compare yourself to me. Be slow with me. So what I wanted to do today is motivate you if you felt like you were in that kind of dark language place, but also make you realize that it's fine. Everyone will struggle. There'll be many times during your language journey where you will feel like you're not good enough. So it's important, instead of feeling depressed or low, to actually think of strategies to reach a better level so you're happier with your level. And I think that's actually a productive way to see things, because instead of giving up, you're actually persevering. And that's so important. Okay, I think I've said the word important like 10 times, but it's so important. Anyway, so I hope you found this video useful, and I will see you later and maybe in another spot. See ya, bye.